So it looks like I have Rachel in front of me, and then I have Audrey Barnett next. Good evening.
Awesome. Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Council, for your time tonight. My name is Rachel Plyler. If it's not obvious, I'm here tonight with Don't Mess With Our Kids. We're a grassroots movement here in the area that is actually spreading across the nation that's made up of moms, grandmas, aunts, uncles, dads, brothers. We see the dangers of the gender and sexuality agenda that's being sold to our kids, and we're choosing to stand up and say enough is enough. We actually came out tonight because we heard what was going on here in Canby, and we actually just wanted to publicly say thank you to you, Mr. Mayor. We support you, and we wanted to thank you for standing for the truth. And I wanted to say that your courage to stand in this hour matters more than you may realize. And that is because growing up, I was a tomboy who grew to experience same-sex attraction, which led to a same-sex relationship. But 7 years ago, I encountered the true love of Jesus that told me he didn't make a mistake when he made me. He radically saved my life and set me free, and I actually stand before you here today fully confident in my feminine body and identity. And I cannot imagine growing up today and experiencing what I did and being told that I was in the wrong body, and I needed to alter it to match my feelings. If we continue with this agenda, it's we, the adults, we're supposed to be the protectors and the defenders of children. We're at fault for the fallout that's coming. I see a generation that's coming of young people who are going to look to us and ask, why didn't you protect me? But our movement is just here to say that's not going to happen on our watch. All across the nation, there's girls who love sports. There's girls who don't like dresses. That was me. Girls who are tomboys who are being convinced they're in the wrong body. But I stand before you tonight as living proof that only because of Jesus, change is actually possible. And so the more we place certain agendas on a pedestal in our communities, the more we steal opportunities for girls to be girls, even if they're tomboys, for boys to be boys, even if they're more feminine, without the consequences of confusion, of potential castration, mutilation, and ultimately, in a lot of cases, regret. And it's my duty as both a Christian and an American to exercise my First Amendment right and stand tonight for the truth that our movement believes, that God created male and God created female. And so in light of all this, I actually believe that Canby is being used to shift culture and even protect the kids and the youth in this community. And for that, we actually just wanted to say thank you and let you know that this movement is with you, we're behind you, and we appreciate what you're doing here in Canby. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I have Audrey Barnett and then Sean Varwick.
Hi, my name is Audrey Barnett, and I was sitting over there actually thinking, should I cut some things out? Because I felt it was kind of harsh, but I'm a truth teller, and that's who I am, and so I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm representing a group of no less than 500 moms and dads locally who stand for freedom in Canby for their kids. I've lived in Canby for about 20 years, and I have 4 children. 3 were born and raised here, and all have attended Canby schools. My family has been extremely blessed to live in a community where I felt safe to let my kids walk to the park, to school, virtually anywhere, unaccompanied by an adult, to play or hang out with their friends, not worried about their safety at all. My kids are also mixed race and have always been included and treated no differently than any other kid. Never had to defend them against any discrimination. So I can attest to the safety and inclusivity that are currently active in our city. I know that there is pressure on the city to acknowledge Canby Pride's Transgender Day of Visibility proclamation, and I'm here to bring some facts to your attention about what that acknowledgement will mean. Fact number 1, a proclamation is a declaration of will. The will is directed or influenced by the judgment. The understanding or reason compares different objects operating as motives. In other words, we reason with respect to the value or importance of things. When we then judge which is to be preferred, and then we will to take the most valuable. Fact number 2, trans LGBTQIA+, that's 7 completely different identities plus. What does the plus mean? Did you know that there are over 112 listed identities, sexual identities that is? It would take much longer than 3 minutes to read them all, but it doesn't stop there. The list is non-exhaustive according to my research. It says that you can change, you can add flux or fluid to anything and create the orientation that best describes you. I want to talk a minute about one sexual identity that this Trans Day of recognition would open the door to of inclusion, and that's MAPS. MAPS are minor attracted persons or pedophiles. Once the city of Canby proclaims their will of agreement and proclaims Trans Visibility Day, we will be opening the floodgates of agreement by inclusion to a confused, fueled ideology. Will Canby continue to be the desirable, family-focused, safe place to live in when MAPS feel comfortable hanging around in the community park? Or when grown men who identify as virtually anything they want are in the restrooms of those same parks with our little girls? What will we tell our children when they're grown and living through this new nightmare? How will we defend the choices we make today that will shape their futures, our futures, the future of Canby? Mayor Hodson, you are choosing bravery over comfort, contrary to what they're saying about you. We support your choice to stand for truth and the value of true safety and inclusion in our city. We need more brave men and women to stand up for our children and families just as you have. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey.